Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm excited to introduce our topic, Comprehensive Data Lifecycle Management with Microsoft Purview. Today, we'll explore how to ensure security, compliance, and automation throughout your entire data journey. Over the next few slides, we'll cover key strategies and tools to help you manage your data effectively from start to finish. Let's get started. Today, I'll be talking about how Microsoft Purview supports comprehensive data lifecycle management. When we use Purview, we're not just managing data for today, but also preparing our systems for future tools like Copilot. This forward-thinking approach helps us make our IT infrastructures more adaptable and ready for what's next. Purview also plays a crucial role in helping organizations implement proper retention schedules and data protection measures. This means that data is preserved and secured in line with organizational policies, ensuring compliance and security over time. Another key feature is automation. Purview enables IT professionals to automatically classify data, which significantly reduces the risks that come with manual handling. Automation not only saves time, but also enhances accuracy and consistency across the board. Ultimately, Microsoft Purview is designed to manage data throughout its entire lifecycle, from creation to deletion. This comprehensive approach helps organizations maintain data security and comply with legal and business policies at every stage. It's about ensuring data is managed properly, securely, and in a way that supports overall organizational goals. Let's take a closer look at some of the key challenges we face when implementing Microsoft Purview for comprehensive data lifecycle management. First, architectural planning is absolutely critical. Careful design up front helps us avoid future problems and makes user adoption much smoother. A well-thought-out architecture ensures that our system can scale as our needs grow and that it operates efficiently from the start. Next, engaging early with compliance teams is essential. Collaborating at the beginning allows us to align our goals and streamline processes, which can save a lot of time and effort down the line. It's about building those relationships early to prevent any pitfalls later. When it comes to retention schedules, maintaining accuracy is vital. This requires a good technical understanding of how data should be retained and disposed of, which helps us stay compliant and avoid risks associated with data mismanagement. We also need to address risks related to oversharing data and unauthorized access. Implementing clear governance policies is crucial here. It's about setting boundaries and making sure everyone understands what's acceptable to prevent any data leaks. Finally, security concerns can sometimes slow down implementation. Strong permission rules and a robust security framework are necessary to protect our data and ensure that the setup process goes smoothly. All these challenges highlight that a strategic, collaborative, and security-first approach is essential to successfully implementing Microsoft Purview and managing our data effectively. Let's dive into understanding your data and compliance needs. Before you deploy Microsoft Purview, it's crucial to assess your organization's data landscape and the rules that apply. This means taking stock of what data you have, where it is, and what regulations or policies are relevant. Next, you'll want to classify sensitive data. Think of this as tagging data based on legal, regulatory, or business policies. This helps in prioritizing what needs extra protection. Tools like Microsoft Intune and Compliance Manager are invaluable here. They help you identify gaps in compliance and spot vulnerabilities in your data governance. Once you've identified sensitive data and potential gaps, the next step is to customize your controls. Sorting data and rules by laws, departments, or teams allows you to create tailored governance measures. This ensures that controls are specific and effective for different parts of your organization. And don't forget, involving your compliance teams from the beginning is essential. Early engagement aligns your governance strategies with organizational and regulatory requirements from the outset. By following these steps, you're setting a solid foundation for comprehensive data management and compliance, ensuring your organization stays protected and compliant as you leverage Microsoft Purview. Now, let's take a closer look at the core features of Microsoft Purview, starting with comprehensive data lifecycle management. One of the key strengths here is its integration with Microsoft 365 services, which allows for seamless data protection and reporting. This integration is crucial because it helps organizations save time, reduce errors, and stay compliant with regulations. Next, we have automated classification. This feature automatically applies labels based on the content of files, their location, or even the user handling them. The benefit here is that it reduces manual effort and ensures consistent data handling across the organization. Moving on, records management uses file plans to organize and protect important records. This helps maintain the integrity and accessibility of critical data, making sure that vital information is properly managed and easy to find when needed. Finally, retention labels define how long emails, documents, and chats should be kept, or when they should be deleted. This is essential for effective data management throughout its lifecycle, ensuring that data is retained only as long as necessary and disposed of securely when it's no longer needed. All of these features work together to provide a robust framework for managing data securely and compliantly within your organization. Now, let's talk about setting up licensing and permissions to make sure our data is protected and manageable. First, it's important to limit top-level accounts and enforce two-step verification, especially for sensitive roles. These steps are crucial because they help prevent unauthorized access and potential security breaches. Next, we want to use Microsoft Entra ID for secure sign-in and role-based access control. This way, only authorized personnel can access sensitive data, which adds an extra layer of security. When it comes to license assignment, it's best to assign licenses to users who manage or use shared mailboxes and sites. Usually, viewers don't need licenses, so this helps us optimize our resources effectively. Now, moving on to advanced licensing features, such as ease licenses. These licenses add capabilities like advanced labels, inheritance, endpoint DLP, Teams DLP, and enhanced auditing. These features are vital because they significantly boost our security and compliance options. Finally, licensing and permissions are fundamental for making the most of Microsoft Purview. For example, E3 licenses provide basic labels, rules, core data loss prevention, simple e-discovery, and audit logs. Understanding these essentials helps us ensure we're properly equipped to manage our data securely and efficiently. Let's talk about configuring retention policies and labels to manage our data effectively. First, adopting flat SharePoint structures can really streamline how we apply rules. By simplifying the site architecture, we make it easier to enforce consistent policies across all content, and this also helps when using advanced tools like Copilot, making integrations smoother. Next, it's important to monitor how labels are applied. Tools like Activity Explorer and KQL searches give us visibility into whether our retention labels are being used correctly and effectively. This way, we can verify that our strategies are working as intended. Another key point is using event-based triggers. These allow us to start retention periods based on specific business events, aligning our data management with organizational workflows and compliance requirements. It makes our retention policies more dynamic and responsive to real-world activities. We also leverage auto-labeling policies, which automatically assign labels based on content or metadata. This ensures consistency across our data, reducing manual effort and minimizing errors. Finally, developing retention rules with templates tailored to different needs is crucial. We can customize these rules by file type, location, or specific triggers, giving us flexible and effective control over our data lifecycle. All these strategies together help us manage data efficiently while staying compliant. Now, let's look at how automating data labeling and protection can really streamline our data governance. First, maintaining logs is essential. It allows us to track all labeling activities, which helps us prevent data leaks and also gives us valuable insights into user behavior and how effective our labeling process is. These logs are the backbone of a transparent and secure data environment. Next, we start with pilot teams. By testing labels in a controlled environment, we can gather feedback and require users to justify any label changes. This iterative approach helps us refine our labeling strategies before rolling them out more broadly, ensuring smoother adoption across the organization. Moving on, enabling both user-side and cloud-side labeling is key. This means users can apply labels directly within Office apps, and for larger datasets, cloud-side labeling takes care of bulk data. This comprehensive coverage ensures no matter where or how data is stored or shared, it remains protected. An important point is that labels are persistent. Even if files are shared, moved, or modified, the labels stay intact. Plus, by integrating with tools like Microsoft Defender and Intune, we strengthen our data protection measures further, creating a seamless security net. Finally, automation plays a crucial role. It reduces human error and guarantees consistent enforcement of policies. Microsoft Purview can automatically apply sensitivity labels based on predefined rules, making sure our data is always protected according to our standards, without the need for manual intervention. All these elements together help us build a robust, automated data protection framework that aligns with our overall data governance goals. Now, let's look at applying records management controls within the data lifecycle. A key part of this is using retention labels to mark items as records. This can be done either manually or automatically, and it helps ensure that our most important data is clearly identified and managed properly throughout its lifecycle. Next, organizing these records with file plans is crucial. File plans help us structure our records systematically, setting clear schedules for keeping or deleting items over time. This structured approach makes ongoing records management much more manageable and consistent. Then, we have the step of conducting disposition reviews. This is where we carefully approve deletions and maintain audit trails, ensuring that records are disposed of in a responsible and transparent way. It's about accountability and making sure our processes are compliant. To support transparency and compliance, exporting disposition data is essential. It creates a clear record of all actions taken, which is vital for tracking and reporting purposes. Finally, assigning records managers with the right permissions ensures that these controls are managed by qualified personnel. This oversight is fundamental to maintaining the integrity of our records management processes and ensuring everything is handled securely and properly. Now, let's talk about monitoring and auditing data lifecycle activities, which is a crucial part of comprehensive data management with Microsoft Purview. Regular audits are essential because they help ensure that our data handling aligns with legal and regulatory requirements. By consistently reviewing our processes, we not only maintain trust with stakeholders, but also avoid potential penalties that can come from non-compliance. One powerful feature is the ability to export logs. These logs can be integrated with SIEM tools or used for deeper analysis, giving us a more detailed view of our data activities. This integration enhances our overall monitoring capabilities, allowing for more thorough oversight of the data lifecycle. Another key point is the use of dashboards. These dashboards highlight policies that generate alerts, which helps us fine-tune thresholds and settings proactively. It's about staying ahead of potential issues before they escalate, ensuring smooth and compliant data operations. We also have comprehensive audit logs that record detailed user and admin actions. These logs can be stored for up to 10 years with proper licensing, providing a solid foundation for tracking accountability and investigating any anomalies. Finally, the Activity Explorer offers real-time insights into how retention labels are being used and how policies are matching. This continuous monitoring tool supports ongoing compliance and helps us optimize our data management strategies effectively. All these features work together to give us a complete picture of our data lifecycle activities, reinforcing the importance of ongoing oversight in our overall data governance strategy. Now, let's talk about ongoing optimization and policy review. As data environments evolve, it's crucial that we continuously refine our policies to stay compliant and relevant. Regular policy reviews help us adapt to changing regulations and operational needs, ensuring we're always aligned with current standards. Next, adjusting alert limits is an important step. By fine-tuning these thresholds, we can reduce unnecessary noise and focus on the truly critical issues. This way, our team can prioritize the most important events and respond more effectively. It's also vital to test new policies in controlled environments before deploying them fully. This controlled testing minimizes risks and helps us verify that our changes will work as intended without disrupting ongoing operations. Automation plays a key role here as well. By automating updates, we streamline the process, reduce manual effort, and maintain high accuracy and consistency across the board. Finally, keeping system views up to date is essential. Sometimes manual updates are necessary to reflect the latest data or operational changes, ensuring our systems provide an accurate and current picture at all times. Together, these practices form a comprehensive approach to maintaining an effective, compliant, and efficient data management environment. Now, let's look at how we can overcome some common implementation challenges. First, collaborating closely with your security and compliance teams is essential. By aligning your goals, you ensure that your data protection measures are robust and that you're meeting all regulatory standards. This partnership is key to building a solid foundation. Next, leveraging automation plays a critical role. Automating tasks like sorting, labeling, and enforcing policies at scale not only reduces manual effort, but also enhances the consistency of your data handling processes. This way, you can manage large volumes of data more efficiently and with greater accuracy. Another important aspect is educating your users. Providing tips, feedback loops, and ongoing training helps foster a culture of compliance and accountability. When users understand the policies and see their importance, adherence becomes much more natural. As your data grows in volume and complexity, controlling access becomes even more vital. Implementing tight access controls safeguards sensitive information while ensuring your operations run smoothly. It's about balancing security with ease of use. Finally, managing metadata carefully is crucial. Organized and accessible metadata keeps your data well-structured, making retrieval seamless and preventing chaos as datasets expand. Good metadata management is the backbone of effective data lifecycle management. Let's dive into some final tips and frequently asked questions for IT professionals. Starting with small test projects is a smart move. Involving compliance teams early helps catch potential issues early on and makes the overall implementation smoother. It's all about building confidence step by step. Next, don't forget about audit logs. They are crucial for preparing for compliance checks and showing that your organization is meeting the necessary rules. Using audit logs effectively can demonstrate accountability and help you stay prepared for audits. When it comes to retention policies, remember that while you can adjust settings later, features like preservation lock are permanent once activated. So, it's important to approach this with caution and fully understand the implications before enabling it. Automating retention labeling is another key tip. By setting up automation, you reduce manual effort and minimize errors, which makes your data management more efficient and reliable. Finally, always start by thoroughly assessing your data and compliance requirements. This foundational step ensures that your deployment of Microsoft Purview is tailored to your organization's specific needs, setting you up for success from the beginning.